to watch. But all right. Moving on to the last topic, man. Life section, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's call it moves to live by now. That's the new name for it. Moves to live by. Yes.
I like it. I rock with it.
Yes. And the question that we have: do facts matter?
Hell no.
In 2019? It's like do facts matter? Which one?
The answer is no. The question is why. Listen, people, as soon as something comes out, people hop on it, and it doesn't matter if it's true or not, because the whatever that story was has already done the damage that it.
I agree.
I think it's just the consequences of technology.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that when I say technology, I mean like social media. I mean, before social media, everyone's attention was kind of smaller. Like, their focus was smaller.
Okay.
Like, you just focus on your friends, people in your community, and that's it. Anything else happening else around you was kind of irrelevant. It was just your world. Like, you didn't have to worry about, you didn't have access to, as many ideas from other places. Uh-huh. So I feel like back then, if you were to say some dumb shit,
yeah, mm-hmm.
you would kind of feel more hesitant to share it, because, like, at the end of the day, people I communicate with is basically people who are directly around me or in my vicinity. So chances are, if I'm saying something that's not factual and that's kind of absurd, it's not going to gain as much traction because I don't have anybody to share that idea with.
It's not gonna, exactly. I think people were saying the same amount of dumb shit before, because I definitely say dumb shit around you guys all the time. But
we say dumb shit because we're joking.
Yeah.
People say dumb shit because they actually believe it.
Yeah,
like the Earth is flat.
I mean,
I've heard some of my friends argue that water.
No, I'm not gonna make this up, man.
Okay.
Shout out to the, you know who you are.
No.
We're talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay,
we ain't gotta say his name.
Yeah.
So listen, people in the company of friends and family, people say dumb stuff.
Yeah.
The thing is, now it's everywhere. It goes everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
everything is a soundbite, and nothing stays private.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, literally, what the internet did was give everybody an opinion, and I mean, as hurtful as it may be to say, not everyone's opinion deserves to be heard. Like some people just have stupid things to say.
Absolutely, not everybody deserves the right to vote.
Okay, we don't that.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
But you know what? I'm not mad at you. You know what?
Do not.
That's
no,
right.
I'm just.
No,
kidding.
you're right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Do not come and throw me out the window, please.
I'm not throwing that. I think I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing you out the window.
But what was I gonna say? But I do feel like, because today's day and age, I feel like everything is too sensitive. You know what I mean? Like people just have thin skin now. You know what I mean? And you could just say anything, and if that's how you feel, people are gonna support it.
No,
I mean, it's interesting because people get so upset, but then they forget about it like so quickly. That's so weird to me. I mean, people will get just straight up pissed, and then a week later, they really don't care.
But when we're dealing with facts, right? It doesn't matter how a person feels about.
It doesn't. Man.
It is what it is.
Yo, like I feel like I don't want to get into it, but like the whole gender thing, like the definition of gender didn't change until like 4 years ago. Like let's be honest. Because if I would have asked you in like 2000, what does gender mean? You would have been like male or female. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But the definition now in 2019 has changed to it's whatever I feel like. And
I'm gonna disagree.
Well, I'm
gonna disagree.
Gender,
just because the word has caught up with society. Sometimes words need to change to reflect the facts.
Gender is a kind of a, like, sex is purely like scientific, right?
Yeah.
Like you're male or female. Like I'm sorry, you're a man or you're a woman.
Yes.
Right? Like just sex, like we have different organs. We have to go to hospital and health class. But gender, what we consider masculine or feminine, is kind of subjective. So sometimes we have to reevaluate the way we look at things. Like race, like race. Like in America, like me and you are considered black, like just black. And you're in America, right? In America, if it doesn't matter if your mom is white, or you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter if only your great granddad is black. Legally speaking, I forgot what the exact terminology was, but I think if like you're 1/6 black, doesn't matter how small it is, you're black.
Oh, at the 1/8 rule?
Yeah. Like you're treated as a black person.
Right.
But if I go to Brazil, they're not gonna really. When I say I'm black, they're gonna be like, they're gonna have a different way of kind of classifying people.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you classify people?
How do I classify people?
Yeah.
I mean, I classify you by where you were born.
Right.
Like, but I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of biased because I feel like if you're white, it doesn't matter if you're white, you're white to me. I feel like they're all the same. Is that a stretch?
Oh no.
I feel like they're all the same.
There's been some pretty crazy. First is me. Then there's Andrew talking about gender, and then there's Dimitri talking about white people. This podcast has gone off the rails.
It's gonna go off the rails.
What are we talking about? I mean,
primarily where you're born.
I mean, not because me. I don't know, me. I would disagree. Just because I would say like, I mean, like there is a difference in culture. Like,
there's a difference in culture,
like Italian, French. Like British, there is a clear difference.
I was just joking.
Oh my god, damage control.
I was trying to trigger some people, primarily like where you're born. Because if you tell a Jamaican person that they're black, they're gonna say, I'm not black, I'm Jamaican.
Yeah, no, that is true. So I mean, it.
When do facts matter the most?
When do they matter the most? Science
and politics.
Oh,
I mean, it should. It should.
At least in politics and the most in science.
It better matter in science. Shoot, man. You got these anti-vaxxers saying that these vaccines will cause autism when it hasn't been found in any clinical trial. It should matter.
Or global warming. Global warming is fake because it snowed yesterday.
Oh, my God.
Hey, talk about snow. Facts matter the least on the Weather Channel. Okay, they can tell you anything they want and still make the money that they're gonna make. I hate those people. Yes, it's gonna snow on Monday. I don't think so, buddy. That's just rain.
Well, yeah. Yes. But I mean, even in itself, even though they're making predictions, there is some type of scientific reasoning that me and you don't know about. There's some reasoning for their predictions. They're not just predicting.
And I don't think they present them as facts, but
yeah, they're not predicting just for the sake of. They're not talking just for the sake of talking. Like, I think it's gonna snow tomorrow. No shit, I can say I think it's gonna rain and snow tomorrow, but they say based on kind of like psychology. It's like a social science. Like,
I mean, they've got their machines and they can do an educated guess.
They can do educated guess.
It's not.
They're not just pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Facts.
Like Hillary Clinton is operating a child trafficking ring in Washington D.C. at a pizza parlor.
If you think about it, TMZ didn't get big off of facts. They got big off of rumors, hearsay, little videos.
Some of it is facts. Some of it is
stories.
I mean, the video is kind of facts.
Stories, man.
They create the story around the video.
People want to hear the stories. They don't want to hear all the facts. They just want to hear the story and entertain people. Facts.
But
don't matter.
I don't really consider TMZ as facts. I mean, granted, they're not really putting words in people's mouths. In some cases, they're not. But the way you present a story does affect how people view. Okay, so we answered
when do facts matter most. We should answer whose facts matter most, or who's like. You can listen to a doctor, or you can listen to a newsman, or you can listen to the guy on the street. You know what I'm saying? Whose facts matter whose facts should we be listening to? Whose facts shouldn't we be?
Well, right. Credentials credentials do play a factor.
Celebrities, we should not be listening to celebrities. Just because a lot of people follow you does not make you intelligent. That's all I agree with say wholeheartedly.
It's interesting because I feel like the more, what is a fact really? Is it that the more people who believe in it, the more right it is? Because listen, if you got 500 million Twitter followers and they all believe something that you said, that might be a fact.
Nah, man, that's not. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. Just because you're popular does not make
a fact true. A fact to me is something that
simple, man. Something that can be proven.
It's something that has been proven, and regardless of your opinions or beliefs towards it, will result in the same
outcome.
Same outcome every time.
That is a fact. Yeah.
Sure it is. Until it's disproven. And that's the thing. Sometimes things are disproven.
Like I'm gonna give you an example, Sauce. I'm gonna give you an example. Like, what should I call it? Statistics. Yeah. Actually, no. Let me not give an example. Let me not give an example. Let me not give an example.
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes how people feel does matter. I mean,
it does matter, but at the end of the day, if something's a fact, you can try to challenge it, but you have to have evidence. You can't just say because I don't like it.
But what matters when it comes to somebody how they feel? It's facts or how they feel. What matters?
Mostly how they feel.
I mean, for 2,000 years. Oh, let me not get into it. Let me not get into it. But facts, I think it really just depends on how many people believe it. And if a lot of people believe it, at that time it is a fact. And people will tell you it's a fact. And you'll be taught it's a fact. And you'll act like it was a fact.
Okay, but does that make it a fact though?
Ooh.
Does that make
and maybe it doesn't.
I mean, if everyone thought the Earth was flat 2,000 years ago, I mean,
if it quacks like a fact and it swims like a fact,
oh my god,
maybe it's a fact.
I do agree with Small. Certain things that we consider facts have changed over time.
So is the Earth being flat a fact 2,000 years ago when everybody thought that? Was that a fact then?
It was a fact.
It was a fact then.
It was a fact, and until it was proven incorrect, then it no longer became a fact. That's what y'all saying.
That is correct.
Then the fact changed. The fact of the matter is,
I feel like a fact has an undeniable truth once you get the technology to understand it. Or
I feel like a fact.
I'm not gonna say it's undeniable. I'm not gonna say undeniable. I'm just gonna say.
But it's like if you have a wrong fact, then it was never a fact. It was just wrong.
It's just because a fact is wrong doesn't make it an opinion.
I feel like we're having another is water wet conversation.
We're going over semantics of the word fact. I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it. Like, was it ever a fact? It was not true. I don't know.
Facts. I feel like facts can change. For example, if you say the sun rises in the east, somebody can say that's not a fact because the Earth rotates around the sun and the sun doesn't rise at all. Matter of fact, compared to the Earth, is stationary. Mm-hmm. So the sun doesn't move, so it doesn't rise, buddy. So it's not a fact. But I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, you just proved it wrong.
But I don't think I proved it wrong. I think it's somehow has to do with perspective too.
Perspective. Oh, everything gives back to perspective.
I mean, I'm sorry, but
I had a teacher used to tell me that all the time.
It comes back to perspective, and you have to look at the perspective of people in history and the perspective of people's, biases,
right?
To analyze facts.
I mean, perspective, but I know what you're saying, and there's some truth to that. But I kind of, in the end, I think facts do prevail. Like, for example, I don't remember who was the person that came out with the idea. Was it Copernicus about the Earth not being the center of the universe or whatever, the solar system?
Sure.
Someone said.
I think it was Copernicus. But at the time, they were vilified. They were ridiculed, right? But you know what? Maybe there's some truth to what you're saying because he was ridiculed for that belief, and as technology improved to the point that we have microscopes and stuff.
Yeah. Look at the way you're talking about it, though. He was ridiculed for that belief. He was ridiculed for that opinion. At the time, that was an opinion. Now it's a fact.
God damn it. That's a good question.
Opinions can evolve to facts, and facts can evolve to opinions.
Exactly. It's like a Pokemon.
But
oh my gosh.
I think when we say that facts matters, I think that we can't just assume that because something is like our opinions cannot be challenged. Basically, we can't accept the fact that we can't accept. Well, shit. I don't want to use the fact in my sentence, but what I'm trying to say is that we can't assume that all our opinions are facts. No, I disagree.
So when something comes along that validates your opinion, you assume that it's a fact, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, the validation is correct.
If the validation is correct,
but a lot of people do that, and that's a classic Jussie Smollett. People say, "Well, yeah, there are racists and there are homophobes, so it seems like it's a fact that man was persecuted in the street."
No, but that's not a good argument. That's not a good. That's not a good argument.
I mean, it's not a fact until they prove it, right?
I mean, yes, like there are people. There are trial. There are racists who do those type of crimes, but in this instance, it wasn't. The argument is not. The argument is not because there are people who do it. They did it this time. This time they did it. I mean, that's a bad argument.
I'm happy that the facts prevailed. I'm happy that the facts prevailed in that case, but they don't prevail in a lot of cases. And people just go on believing what they want to believe.
That is also
for that reason. For that reason, I say facts do not matter in 2019.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what?
Sometimes I don't know. It's sometimes they do.
I'm not gonna say they don't matter in 2019.
I mean, it mattered in the R. Kelly case.
Yeah, but let's just say
despite what
they're starting to matter. They're starting to matter. They're starting to matter.
The facts are starting to matter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
But I think beliefs are more facts. If you have
beliefs are more powerful than facts. I agree.
If you have a belief, facts can't change that. There's nothing that you can do.
That's true.
You have a belief. Facts.
That's true.
Okay, that's factual. That's factual.
The word. I'm never gonna use the word fact again after.
Oh my god,
man. Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah, that was
a good question.
I don't even. Yes.
Leave it at that. I think they're starting to matter.
You think it's starting to matter?
I think now that people are having more access to technology and they're being better, they're educating themselves better about what's going on in the world. Now, certain ideas that were kind of unchallenged, we're not starting to.
Facts, man.
Listen, I know we were just about to wrap up, but I disagree. Listen, you could find, if you have a belief right now, you can find on the internet somewhere where your beliefs are being validated with so-called facts.
No, but
so I think facts matter.
You're speaking on the micro scale. I'm speaking on the macro scale.
Are they facts or are they fallacies?
I think if you listen, if you want to believe that the Earth is flat right now, you can go to a website where it says these are the reasons.
Yeah, but at that point, like that's on the micro scale. I'm talking about like on the macro scale. Like we're talking about like. I think you mentioned it before about like certain court cases and stuff like that. We're kind of being more aware of how certain institutions work. So I feel like on the macro scale, facts are starting to matter more because now people become aware of what's going on. Before, you weren't aware of what's going on because you didn't have access to information or quote unquote facts. But now that you have more access to information, now we're not just accepting everything presented to us as facts.
Okay,
we kind of just do our little analysis and then we will go on from there.
Mm-hmm.
The analysis is key.
Yeah, not you got.
Yeah, but does context matter? It's like no, I'm playing. Well, we're not gonna get into context.
Yeah, please.
Let's not get into that. But anything else y'all want to say about it? Anything else y'all gotta say about the topic before we wrap this up?
No,
that was a good ass conversation, man. That was a good question.
Fact.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
That's a fact. All right, man.
I'll be thinking about this
after the podcast thought, man. All right, man. That's the No Moose podcast, man. We available on YouTube, man.
Spotify,
through iTunes,
Worldstar,
Anchor. we got an IG page. I think we're on Pocket Podcast, man. I think we're on Stitcher. Honestly, we're on everywhere, man. Just hit up the link. Tell us what you think about the podcast. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. It's no moves. We ain't got no moves. So let me
special shout out to our friend Smalls.
All right, Smalls, you got the floor. Let me get your closing statements for the podcast. Closing statements,
man.
This is Kai, aka Kai is the limit.
Oh gosh.
Facts don't matter in 2019.
Oh my god.
Find me on Insta at Small Wonder. And I'll see you next time.
All right.
I bet. All right.
Oh man. All I gotta say is, man, it's episode 5, man. Shoot, and we gonna keep on going. We gonna
rocking, man.
You know what I mean? We gonna keep on rocking with it. If you like the podcast, man, you know what I mean? Share with a friend.
Man. Share with a friend.
Share with a friend, man. Just hit that share button, man. Send it to everybody you know. That's what we about to do.
That's what we do. The No Moose Podcast, man.
That's the No Moose Podcast, man. Misha, anything else you want to say?
Nah, man.
All right, man. That's the No Moose.
You want to hear anything else, you better tune into the next episode. That's what you're going to do.
Here, that's a fact. Here. All right, man. That's the No Moose Podcast, and we are out. Peace.